with another live stream today. Today's live stream is going to be another Q&A live stream, so I hope you guys enjoy. So today is going to be Q&A live stream 3, which means this is the third Q&A live stream on my YouTube channel. Now, this is not the my third Q&A live stream. I've done 2 other ones. I did a Q&A live stream for New Year's Eve, and I did a Q&A live stream for New Year's Day. But this would be the third general Q&A live stream for my YouTube channel. Originally, I wanted to do this a little bit earlier in the day, but unfortunately, the Joester here, Joey, has been really busy today. I had a lot of personal stuff to do today, and then I also did some shopping for myself as well, so I've been pretty busy today. But here we are, I'm finally doing my Q&A live stream. This will be the last live stream for January, but don't worry, I will be back to doing live streams in February. My next live stream will be a gaming stream. I don't know what I will be playing yet, but you guys can go vote on my poll on my community tab of my YouTube channel if you would like to vote to see what you would like me to play next. Because I currently have a poll up on my community tab, so you guys can vote to see what game you would like me to play on live stream. So yeah, other than that, this is a Q&A live stream, so if you guys have any questions for me, please ask. If you guys have any questions for me, that would be fun. If you guys have any questions, please ask. I'm here to have some fun. Talk to you guys for a little bit after my busy day of me going around and doing a bunch of bullshit. Yes, I called it bullshit, but I had to do it. I didn't have a choice. I had to. Somebody has joined the stream, so whoever has joined the stream, would you like to ask me a question? This is a Q&A stream, so anybody can ask me anything they want. At this point, I need to start coming up with new ideas. At this point, I have to start coming up with some new ideas for live streams. It seems like my number... Oh, 17 people have joined. 17 people have joined. Does anybody have a question for me? I would really hope somebody has a question for me. Or, you can just watch the live stream. Dictator. Ha, hey, hey. Yeah. I'm sorry. Dictator. Hey, I was just scrolling through the live section and found you. Let me tell you, you have a great vibe. God bless you. Thank you, Dictator. I appreciate that. And if you have any questions for me, please ask. Olivia Morales, you are a bitch. You said I can say anything. I mean, YouTube held your comment for review. I didn't do that. Maybe because you're cussing in my live stream. I do not promote negativity on my live stream. I don't mind if you're cuss in my live stream, but if you're gonna call me a bitch for not asking your question, I'm sorry, but that was YouTube. YouTube hid your comment because you're supporting negativity. You called me a bitch, so you gotta talk to YouTube about that, not me, because I didn't hold your comment for review. YouTube did. What is your favorite OTX 1542? What is your favorite SmackDown vs. Raw game? My favorite SmackDown vs. Raw game would have to be... It's actually a tie between 3 because I enjoy all 3 games equally. The original SmackDown versus Raw from 2004 with the infamous Vince McMahon on the cover. I really like that game. I also really like SmackDown versus Raw 2006. That's another good game I like. And another game that I really like is SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. I used to have that game for the PS2, but my brother took it from me and never gave it back, so I don't have SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, but I could always rebuy the game at like Gamers Haven, but the prices there have gone way up since I've been there. You know, you could used to buy a game for $1, $2. Now it's like, oh my god, the price is ridiculous. I don't even want to guess what the price for Friday or SmackDown versus Raw 2007 is now. Michelle Wright 2898. Hi, what's up? Jack Attack. Same. I'm going to sub and like. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subbing. MDM313337. Have a good day, man. Thank you. You have a good day too. Dictator. No questions, buddy. Just happy. You're welcome, man. I'm happy that you enjoyed. OTX 1542. Good picks. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my god, I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry if I butcher your name, dude. Binez, my name. I subscribe. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Does anybody else have any more questions for me? Like I said, Jack Attack. My family likes the Browns, but I'm a 49ers, so I love the Flags. Let me tell you something. I like the San Francisco 49ers more than the Cleveland Browns. Obviously, I hate the Cleveland Browns because I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. But San Francisco 49ers, I don't really like how close they are to the Pittsburgh Steelers in Super Bowls. I don't like how close they are. I hope that the San Francisco 49ers do not win a Super Bowl anytime soon. But I agree with you. I like the San Francisco 49ers more than the Cleveland Browns. Beanit's my name. I got so upset I broke my Super Nintendo. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I hate that you broke your Super Nintendo. I'm pretty sure those systems are very hard to get now. And I think the prices of them are really freaking expensive now. If you try to buy a Super Nintendo at probably Gamers Haven, which if you don't know what Gamers Haven is, it's basically a retro gaming store. They sell retro video games, they sell movies, stuff like that. But I'm sorry to hear that. Commander JK, what about the Patriots? I am not happy that the Patriots defeated the Broncos, and that was kind of the Broncos. That was their own fault, because I don't know what happened. I didn't watch the game, but I know it's their fault. I really do hope that the Seattle Seahawks defeat the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, because I don't want the New England Patriots to have more Super Bowls than the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans with me are agreeing with me. They don't want that to happen. Plus, I've never really been a big fan of the Patriots either. Jack Attack. They did. I was expecting the Broncos to win. I was expecting the Broncos to win too, but the Broncos, for whatever happened, they just... I don't know. They fumbled the bag. That's all I can say. They fumbled the bag. They had a good chance of winning and going to the Super Bowl. they probably had a good chance of defeating the Seattle Seahawks if they won. But I really do hope that the Seattle Seahawks win the Super Bowl. And I'm not even a Seattle Seahawks fan. I've never been a Seattle Seahawks fan. Yeah, I don't hate them, but I don't like them either. But I'd rather see them win than the Patriots. Maybe the Seattle Seahawks can get their revenge for losing to the Patriots in the Super Bowl by 4 points. Maybe that can happen. Leon. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It happened. Yeah, basically the Broncos, they fumbled the bag. I don't know what happened, but they fumbled the bag. So does anybody else have any questions for me? Does anybody else have any questions for me? Because I'm willing to talk about anything. You know, we're gonna be having fun on this live stream for about an hour. So, I mean, if anybody wants to ask me anything, please do. What are you drinking? I am drinking Pepsi. This is actually a pretty cool cup that I got at my job. I got this cup at my job. It says, "May you be proud of the work you do, the person you are, and the diligence you make." So that's what the cup is. And I'm drinking Pepsi, but I'm almost out of my Pepsi, so I might have to get some more soon. Like, I have Pepsi, but it's down in the refrigerator. But Jack Attack, I love it. Yeah, I love Pepsi too. A lot of people ask me, "Joey, which one do you like more? Do you like Pepsi more or do you like Coke more?" I freaking hate that argument. I hate the Pepsi versus Coke, Coke versus Pepsi. I hate that argument because I love both. I love Coca-Cola. I love Pepsi. I love both. I don't hate them. I love both of them. So I hate that argument. And people ask me, "Well, do you like any other sodas besides Coca-Cola and Pepsi?" Of course I do. I love every soda. I love Pepsi. I love... Hey, JWTTD, just share your live stream. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate it. But yeah, I love Pepsi. I love Pepsi. I like Coca-Cola. I love Mountain Dew. I love Dr. Pepper. I love all of them. There's only a few that I don't hate. I don't like either, but they're okay. Like, I'm not really the biggest fan of grape soda. I feel like some grape sodas taste like cough medicine. Like, some of the store brand grape sodas taste like cough syrup. But if I can get like grape Fanta or grape Crush, those are a thumbs up for me. But the one that I absolutely hate, and this is a Pepsi product. Now, nothing against Pepsi. I love Pepsi, like I said earlier. But I have talked about this on my YouTube channel before. Most of the people in this live stream are going to be new, so they're not going to know what I'm talking about. But the soda that I hate the most is Pepsi Fire. Does anybody remember Pepsi Fire? I remember getting it in like 2017, 2018, and absolutely hating it. I hated it. I hated Pepsi Fire. It was supposed to be cinnamon. It was supposed to taste like cinnamon soda. It did not taste like cinnamon. It tasted like Pepsi with hot sauce in it. That's what it tasted like. It tasted like hot sauce with Pepsi in it. Or hot sauce with Pepsi in it or whatever. So it tasted terrible. And then another soda came out. It was Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola came out with their own cinnamon flavor. And it was way better. It didn't taste like cinnamon, but, it was sweet. It had a little spicy kick to it, unlike Pepsi Fire, which was just straight hot sauce. So I prefer the Coca-Cola one over the Pepsi one, but like I said, Pepsi Fire was absolutely terrible. I don't recommend anybody to drink that soda. Plus, it was only a limited time thing, too, so it was only a limited time thing. They only released it in 2017. 2017, 2018, I can't remember the year. It's been a few years. But yeah, I absolutely hated it. But is there any more questions from anybody? Like I said, we're here to have some fun, so if anybody has some questions for me. My favorite is the pineapple Fanta. My favorite my favorite is the Fanta, pineapple Fanta. I like pineapple Fanta. I've only had pineapple Fanta a few times. Um I've got pineapple Fanta for the Fanta Halloween promotions. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The Fanta Halloween promotions they've done the past couple of years. They first started it in 2024 for Beetlejuice. They started it for Beetlejuice. So I got the pineapple Fanta for that one that had the one character on it. I forgot her name. I don't remember her name off the top of my head. And then I also got pineapple Fanta for this year's Halloween promotion that had Michael Myers on it. I have the bottle, but I don't have it in my closet because not a lot of people know this about my YouTube channel, but I like to collect soda cans or soda bottles. So I have a whole collection of new soda bottles and cans, and every once in a while I have to take them off of my shelf in my closet because I just don't have enough room. So when new ones come out, I put the old ones away. But yes, pineapple Fanta. I've had it. I liked it. Dylan, you look like the killer from Totally Killer with the dentures in. Totally Killer. I remember Totally Killer. It was an alright movie. It was average at best. It was an average movie. It's any typical slasher movie you can see now. I thought Totally Killer was actually better than, what the fuck was that movie? It was on Netflix. I can't remember the movie, but there was a movie like Totally Killer. It was way similar to it, and I thought Totally Killer was better, but Totally Killer is an average movie. It has an average story, an average ending, and it's overall average. So I would give Totally Killer a 5 out of 10, and the other movie, I can't remember what the name what it was, but it was pretty similar to Totally Killer. I give that one 3 out of 10. If I can remember what the name of it is, I'll remind you guys in the stream, but I can't remember what it is. Michael Lambert. Hi, JOWWD. I liked and shared your stream and posted on my community post. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Thank you. Dylan, I've actually tried pineapple Fanta before. I've ever tried orange Fanta. I still think pineapple's on top. I would say this might be a controversial opinion. It may or may not be controversial, but I actually like pineapple Fanta more than orange Fanta. Now, nothing against orange Fanta. I like orange Fanta, but I think pineapple Fanta is more unique, and it's a different flavor, and I think that's why I like it more than Fanta orange soda. So, yeah, I definitely like pineapple Fanta. Um, um, Jack Attack. I collect Funko Pops. Oh, I collect Funko Pops too. I have a couple of Funko Pops in my closet. If you guys would like to see them, I'll show them off. If you would like to see my Funko Pops. Now, I'm not really the biggest Funko Pop collector, but I actually got these Funko Pops in 2024 as a Christmas present from my mom, so she got them for me. What's up, man? The Coffin of Andy Fan. The Coffin of Andy Fan says, hi. The Coffin of Andy Fan, do you want to check out my video? I mean, Coffin of Andy Fan. I would definitely like to check out your videos. Yeah, I'll check them out. Don't worry, man. I'll check them out. Sure. Dylan Kaiser. My parents have an old bottle of soda, probably several years old, that is sitting in the kitchen, and I wonder if it's okay to drink it. Yeah, it's iffy. I mean, I've seen people. I think people have. I know people have done videos on YouTube drinking old sodas. Like, I remember there was this guy, he made a video on YouTube. It was like drinking Coca-Cola from 100 years ago or whatever. I don't think that's particularly safe. Now, soda does go flat, and it does have an expiration date. A lot of people don't think soda doesn't have an expiration date. It does. But more likely that soda is going to be flat, and it's also going to make you sick. But most of my bottles are completely empty, because I reviewed those sodas in reviews, and the pops that I do have that are unopened are collectibles, like the Fanta promotion ones. Up to you. The Coffin of Andy, yay. Jack Attack, I will recommend them. Thank you so much. Yeah. Unknown Person 141. Can you say something about the house? What do you want to know about my house? I'm not going to tell you anything personal about my house. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything personal in my house. Sorry, man. I don't know what you want to know about my house, but I'm not telling you anything. Jack Attack, YouTube out loud. Alright, so you guys requested to see the Funko Pops, so I'm gonna go to my closet and I'm gonna get the Funko Pops. Alright, Okay, so I got the Funko Pops. So, the first one I got is Michael Myers. So I got this Michael Myers Funko Pop in Jack Attack. I have to go, sorry. Here you go. Here's a one from Michael Myers, and here's one from Leprechaun. So here's the Funko Pops. So here's the Funko Pops, Jack Attack. I don't know if you've seen my Funko Pops, but those are my Funko Pops. But anyway, if anybody wants to see my Funko Pops, here is a Halloween Michael Myers Funko Pop that I got from my mom for Christmas in 2024. This Michael Myers actually glows in the dark. So yeah. This one is a special edition Funko Pop that glows in the dark. I think it's pretty cool. Now, I would have to turn my lights absolutely off for you guys to see it glow in the dark. But I'm not going to turn off my light. And then here is a Amazon exclusive Funko Pop. It's a Leprechaun Funko Pop, which is an Amazon exclusive. You could only pick up this Funko Pop on Amazon. I'm not too sure if Amazon still sells this Leprechaun Funko Pop, but if you guys would like to go and see, if you want to pick up this Leprechaun Funko Pop, go check it out. It would be pretty cool if I had a Jason Universe Funko Pop. Kind of unrelated, but I'm not saying Jason Universe Funko Pops are bad, but I want them to actually look... I mean, I'm sorry, Dylan, but Funko Pops are very unrealistic. Like, take a look at this Michael Myers Funko Pop. That's what the Jason is going to look like. The Jason is going to look like this. The Jason Funko Pop is going to look like this. These are what the Funko Pops look like. I'm sorry, man. So, as much as you want a realistic Jason Funko Pop, it's not going to happen. Because that's not how Funko Pop does their business. They make these collectible items to be unopened, and I haven't opened either of these Funko Pops since I got them in for Christmas in 2024. Now this, like I said, this is a special edition Funko Pop. It glows in the dark. Now I would have to actually go somewhere dark to, show you the glow in the dark, but yeah, those are my Funko Pops, and those are the only Funko Pops they had. I know that they sold a limited edition Funko Pop for John Cena, but I didn't pick it up. But anyways, yeah, but I want a tall Jason Universe action figure. Maybe NECA could make one. Yeah. Like I said, Funko Pops, or the people that make Funko Pops, they don't really run their business like that. Like I said, they run their business like this. These are collectible items that are supposed to be left in their box. They're not supposed to be opened. They're not supposed to be opened, and they're not supposed to be played with, and, well, my controller fell off my bed. My TV controller fell off my bed. Sorry about that. But anyways, like I was saying, yeah. Yeah, Funko Pops are supposed to look like this. They're supposed to stay in their box. They're not supposed to be taken out, so, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure NECA will make their own Jason Universe figure, or they will make a new figure for the next Jason movie, but I don't really know for sure. Alright, guys, does anybody else have any questions for me? Like I said, we're going to have 30 minutes more of fun, so if you guys have any more questions for me, please ask, because I'm willing to hear anybody's questions, so if anybody has a question for me, please ask. Alright, so right now, I'm just waiting to see if anybody would like to ask me any more questions. Like I said, we're here to have fun in this stream, and anybody can ask me whatever they want. So if anybody wants to ask me some questions, that would be pretty cool. So if anybody has any questions for me, please ask. We're here to have some fun. I'm here to answer anybody's questions. So yeah. I remember when I was little, I didn't really play. I was reading your answer, Dylan. But alright. I didn't mean to send that message yet. But yeah, I remember you telling me, Dylan, that you used to not play with toys when you're little. I didn't really play with toys either when I was little. I mean, yeah, I played toys when I was like little, maybe like I was 4 or 5 years old, and I was playing with my trains, Thomas the Tank Engine trains, like the wooden railway, the Trackmaster, the metal ones, whatever the hell they were called. So yeah, I used to play trains like Thomas and Friends when I was like 4 or 5 years old, but after that, I didn't really play with toys anymore. I think I stopped playing with toys maybe when I was like about maybe 8 or 9. I mean, yeah. I was very creative child with my Thomas and Friends toys if I was still playing with them until I was 8 years old. But yes, does anybody else have any questions for me? Like I said, this is going to be a fun stream. I plan on streaming for another 30 minutes. So if anybody has any questions for me, please ask, because I'm willing to answer anybody's questions. So does anybody have any questions for me? Like I said, this stream is going to be for fun. If anybody has any more questions for me, please ask. I'm willing to answer anybody's questions if they have one. There are currently 2 people in the stream, so if you 2 guys want to ask me some questions, I would appreciate it. If you have any questions for me. Excuse me, I burped a little. So if you guys have any questions for me, please ask. This is going to be a very fun stream, so if you guys have any more questions for me, please ask. If not, I'll be sitting here waiting for somebody to ask me some more questions. Because, like I said, I'm here. I'm here, and I'm waiting for people to ask me questions. I've always been a collector, I guess. Even with my imagination, I was never really able to decide what I wanted action figures toys to do in a game. So I give up 2-3 minutes. Or 3 minutes. Well, do you open them? I mean, I don't really collect Funko Pops. I don't really collect action figures. I collect movies. I collect books. I collect video games. I used to collect a lot of football cards, baseball cards, college cards, wrestling cards. So yeah, I used to collect stuff, but I don't really collect stuff anymore. But yes, I got these Funko Pops in Christmas of 2024. My parents gave me these Funko Pops, but Funko Pops are not really supposed to be open. If a person opens their Funko Pop, then really they're really ruining the value of the item if they're opening their Funko Pops. You may have already told me, but I'm not sure. Do you collect more than one of the same DVD? Yes, actually, I do have more than one DVD. So I have a couple duplicates for the Child's Play franchise, and I think that's it. I think that's really it for main franchises. So I got a duplicate of Child's Play 3. It's a re-release of I think it's a re-release of the DVD because originally I think Child's Play 3 came on VHS in like probably 1996, 1997, and then they did the DVD I think in 2000, and then they re-released it in 2003 before Seed of Chucky. And then I also have an original copy of Curse of Chucky, but I also have the full collection. So yes, I do. Do you go out of your way to do it? No, I don't do it out of my way to do it. No, I don't. No, I don't really I don't really collect other copies of DVDs because the Child's Play franchise, like I said before, it's my favorite franchise, so I'm not really too mad that I have a couple extra copies. Like I have the full collection on DVD, but I have other DVDs. Like I said, I have a re-release of Child's Play 3, and I got an original copy of Curse of Chucky. I don't go out of my way to collect more than one or the same DVD. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Dylan. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do that either, but Child's Play. Oh, what's up, Omar? Thank you for joining the stream, Omar. I appreciate it. Do you have any questions for me, Omar? This is my stream. Do you have any questions, Omar? Also, Omar, I don't know if you saw this. when I opened or got these for Christmas in 2024. But Omar, I got these Funko Pops. So my mom got me these as a Christmas present. Yeah, my mom got me these as a Christmas present for in 2024. So I got a Halloween Funko Pop that is a special edition Funko Pop, and it glows in the dark. I also have a Leprechaun Funko Pop that's Amazon exclusive. So you can only get this at Amazon. I'm not too sure if Amazon is still selling the Leprechaun Funko Pop, this Funko Pop specifically, but if you go look for it, maybe you can find it. But yeah, Omar, that's my Funko Pop collection. Those are the only Funko Pops I have. I got them in Christmas in 2024 from my mom, and I haven't collected any Funko Pops since. But I do know that WWE did release a special edition John Cena Funko Pop that I really wanted, but it was really expensive. Also, I really want a Child's Play Funko Pop. Oh, what's up? What's up, C Nation Dog? You're a little bit late to the stream. We're already about 36 minutes into it, so yeah, we're already 36 minutes into it, so yeah, so the stream is going to be ending soon, but I'm happy that you joined. It's alright, man. I know that people don't get notifications for my live streams. I don't know why that happens. And I did post a community post on my YouTube channel saying that my live stream would be coming out. I don't know if you've seen it. It's alright, you're okay. Actually, C Nation Dog, you actually missed a comment earlier in the stream. Somebody asked me what my favorite SmackDown versus Raw. SmackDown. Somebody asked me what my favorite SmackDown versus Raw game is, and that's really tough because I like all three of these games. But my favorite SmackDown versus Raw games are SmackDown versus Raw, SmackDown versus Raw. SmackDown versus Raw 2004. It's the one that has Vince McMahon on the cover, the infamous Vince McMahon. And then I like SmackDown versus Raw 2006, and I like SmackDown versus Raw 2007. So those are my top three SmackDown versus Raw games. I got notified, just saw it late, to be honest. Okay, understandable, Omar. I never got a notification for a community tab post. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people don't get notifications for my community tab. I don't know. It's fucking YouTube, bro. They can't do anything right. What is your favorite wrestling video game overall? I think overall my favorite is Raw versus SmackDown 2007. I remember really enjoying that game when I was little. And then my brother took the game and he never gave it back to me. I tried to get it back once, but I was never able to get it back. I want to try to re-buy that game at Gamers Haven. I don't know if you guys know what Gamers Haven is, but Gamers Haven is basically like a retro gaming store that sells retro video games, movies, and all that other shit. But I want to try to buy it from Gamers Haven, but I think the price of that game has gone way up since I was there, because Gamers Haven used to have really cheap prices. I remember when you were able to buy a PS2 game for $1, $2. Now, for Raw versus SmackDown, it could be, I don't know, 5, 6 times as much as it is. I would have to go on eBay and see how much the game is selling for, because that's how Gamers Haven takes a look at their prices now, but I'm not sure. my favorite wrestling video game is WWE 2K19. I thought WWE 2K19 was alright. Personally, I like the newer games more. I love WWE 2K22. I love WWE 2K23. I love WWE 2K24. I love WWE 2K25. And I fucking can't wait for WWE 2K26. That game's gonna be fucking completely awesome. I heard that game is supposed to have over 400 wrestlers in it, which is a crazy amount of wrestlers. But I also heard that if you want to buy the most expensive version, it's going to be like $150, which is fucking crazy for a video game. But fuck it. I'm a WWE fan. I will spend that $150. Did you see my Funko Pops, Omar? I don't know if you looked. I'm a big fan of simulation wrestling games. The newer ones are good. I wish they were so arcadey. Well, I think the wrestling style in the new games are a little bit better than the older games. Like, not older, like not SmackDown versus Raw, but like from, I would say like probably like WWE 2011 to maybe WWE like WWE 2011 to WWE 2K20. I think they had very bad wrestling style in them. Like you could tell when a wrestler was like falling over, you know, I like the new style of wrestling. I can understand why would somebody would like it to be more of a simulation style, but you can do the simulation style of wrestling in like universe mode in WWE 2K25, so I don't really see it as a big issue. WWE 2K20 was terrible game. Yes, it was. It was absolutely terrible. I can't believe I wasted my money on that game. I still bought the game, but it was a waste of money. I honestly think that what was it? WWE Battleground was a better game than WWE 2K20, and that was like the most arcade style game ever. What else? Yeah, it was the most arcade style game ever. Welcome back, Dylan. So I don't know if you've seen these in the stream, C Nation Dog, but I have some Funko Pops that I showed off in the stream. So I got this Halloween Funko Pop that I got in Christmas of 2024 from my mom. My mom gave me these as a Christmas present. I don't know if you're really a big fan of Funko Pops or not, but I did show them off in the stream. So this is a special edition Funko Pop that glows in the dark and is Halloween, Michael Myers. And then I also got this Amazon exclusive Funko Pop. You can only pick it up at Amazon. I'm not too sure if Amazon still I don't know if this I don't know if Amazon still shows this Funko Pops, but I don't know if it still sells it, but this is the Leprechaun from the Leprechaun movies. So yeah, those are my Funko Pops. Those are the only Funko Pops that I have. I got them in Christmas of 2024 from my mom. I haven't collected any since, but I really wanted the limited edition John Cena Funko Pop, but it was just way too much money. And I also, at some point in the future, want to buy a Child's Play Funko Pop. The one arcade game I like a lot is WWE All-Stars. So if done right, then I enjoy arcade-style wrestling games. Well, did you like WWE 2K Battlegrounds? That was pretty arcade-style. I like Funko Pops. Yeah, I think Funko Pops. Actually, I think I'm going to change the thumbnail of this video. I think I'm going to change my thumbnail to the Funko Pops. Maybe it will get some more views after the stream. If I share my Funko Pops. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, that might get some good views after the stream is over if I share my Funko Pops. But yeah, does anybody else have any questions for me? there's about 15 minutes left in the stream, so yeah, 15 minutes. So if you guys have any more questions for me, please ask your questions before I go off the stream. Also, remember to have fun and enjoy the stream. This stream is for fun, but yeah, any more questions? WWE 2K Battlegrounds was alright, but I like WWE All-Stars a bit better. To be honest with you, I don't own WWE All-Stars, and if I did, I would have it for my Xbox 360. But, yeah, I've only played, like, WWE All-Stars, like, twice in my life, and I rented it from a store. Did you see ESPN spoiled? He's not returning. He's not returning, bro. I'm telling you right now, he's not returning. That's a lie. Yeah, ESPN, they didn't spoil shit because he's not returning. Listen, I watched my news video earlier. I watched my sources earlier. They said that Seth Rollins is not likely returning at the Royal Rumble. He's not returning. He's not returning to the Royal Rumble because WWE does not want to rush his injury, and Seth Rollins doesn't want to rush his injury himself. He wants to be back before WrestleMania, and WWE wants to try to get him back before WrestleMania. So does it really make sense to bring him back for the Royal Rumble match and get him re-injured so he will not come back at the come back for WrestleMania? So no, it's not a spoiler. He's not coming back. I know he's not coming back. Same thing goes for Kevin Owens. Everybody has Kevin Owens as their surprise return. He's not returning either. The reason why he is not returning, the reason why he's not returning is because he has a very serious injury. He has a neck injury. Neck injuries end careers. They ended the career of the Rated Superstar Edge. They've ended the career of Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan. So no, Kevin Owens is not coming back either. John Cena did it in 2008, so it's possible. Like, John Cena is a totally different situation because I think people within the company already knew he was coming back. For the fans, it was a surprise, but for people in the backstage area, I don't think it was a surprise. So I think John Cena is a totally different situation from Seth Rollins. Like I said, ESPN, you call it a spoiler. I do not, because I personally heard myself that he is not returning. Sources within the company are saying he's not returning, and Seth Rollins himself said he's not returning. He said he's not returning because he wants to recover. He doesn't want to be at the Royal Rumble. He wants to return at WrestleMania. Same things goes for the people inside the company. People inside the company don't want him to return at the Royal Rumble. They want him to return at WrestleMania. So he's going to try to recover as much as possible so he can return for WrestleMania. Maybe ESPN got mixed up. I know that not WWE, not ESPN, but I know Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch have been on a lot of talk shows lately. They've been going on a lot of different podcasts. And Seth Rollins said in all of these podcasts that he's not returning at the Royal Rumble. He is trying to recover. He's trying to come back for WrestleMania at the latest. So, also, like, he's been on multiple different podcasts. He's been doing all these WWE obligations. He's been doing all these WWE obligations, and people believe he's returning. I don't. Like I said, I've heard within sources within the company, and I've heard about Seth Rollins from himself, that he's not returning at the Royal Rumble, and maybe Seth Rollins is lying. He lied about his last injury. See, that is a totally different situation. He didn't have a serious injury. That was a work. He fooled all of us. That's what a work is. If you're not surprised from a work, then it's clearly not working. This is not a work. He is legitimately injured. He is legitimately on the shelf. He has a legitimate injury. He has a legitimate shoulder injury. He's not faking it. This is not a work. It's a real injury. He's really recovering. He's at home recovering. He wants to try to come back to wrestling as quick as possible. So, like I said, I've heard sources within the company saying he's not returning. Seth Rollins himself says he's not returning. Becky Lynch says he's not returning. So yeah. Kurt Drayton 5065. Kurt Drayton 505. It's Rose from the Discord. Just saying hi. Thank you, man. I appreciate joining the stream. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you joining the stream. You're catching the last 10 minutes of the stream. I plan ending the stream in 10 minutes. I knew Seth Rollins' last injury was a work, so it didn't surprise me. Seth Rollins' injury this time is real, though. You're right about that. It's real. Like, his injury is real. See, this is why I don't like WWE Unreal, because it spoils the surprises. Now nobody believes anything anymore. They think everything is a surprise. So now people are thinking, well, Seth Rollins is injured again. He's faking it. So it's not a surprise. But, it's a real injury. So maybe he will come back as a surprise. See, that's the thing I'm talking about. WWE Unreal breaks kayfabe. It breaks wrestling. It breaks the surprises. If you don't have surprises, then that's just going to make wrestling lame. It's going to make it lame. Nobody's going to want to watch it. That's why I don't like WWE Unreal. Now, it's not saying that I don't like the backstage, behind the scenes. I like that type of stuff. But for wrestling, it doesn't work because it's completely breaking kayfabe. It's completely breaking surprises. It just, I don't know. It just ruins WWE for people. For me, it doesn't, but for other people, it does. Like, The Undertaker said on his podcast the other day when he was talking to Cody Rhodes, he doesn't like this kayfabe breaking either. He doesn't really like WWE Unreal either. So, I agree with him. And I know he's like an older veteran. He's an older veteran wrestler, so yeah. No one will believe Seth Rollins ever again. Some people think he's lying about the timeline of his injury. Well, he has a shoulder injury. Shoulder injuries are very serious to begin with, so I kind of doubt that he's lying. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be out for 6 to 9 months, probably. But like I said before, like Seth Rollins says that he's not going to return at the Royal Rumble. He is going to try to recover as much as he possibly can, because he wants to be back before WrestleMania, which I kind of doubt that myself, because if he has a realistic injury, which it is, he's probably going to be out for 6 to 9 months and he's going to miss WrestleMania. But like I said, never say never. Never say never in wrestling. Anything is possible. He could return at the Royal Rumble, but just from what I've heard, it's not going to happen. Same thing goes for WrestleMania. I don't believe that's going to happen either, just based on realism of the injury. So, I love wrestling, but then there's so many questions about it that it's like, sometimes it's kind of frustrating as a fan. But what I'm really excited for at this year's Royal Rumble is I'm pretty sure that Powerhouse Hobbs is going to be in the Royal Rumble. And I definitely know 100% sure that Chris Jericho is going to be returning at the Royal Rumble. I'm 100% sure of it. I think Chris Jericho's returning at the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't be surprised if he's like the number 30 entrant in the Royal Rumble match. You know what? I'm going to say this on stream, but I had a really strange dream about WWE last night. I had a dream that Chris Jericho and Batista are returning to WWE. Now, I know Chris Jericho is possible, but Batista is not because Batista is retired and he's never going to wrestle again. But I wouldn't be surprised if he came back for an on-screen appearance. I don't know why I had a dream about Chris Jericho and Batista. It would be a really interesting tag team because I don't think they realistically ever tagged up with each other in real life. But maybe I'll make a crazy tag team with Chris Jericho and Batista. What about that? Chris Jericho and Batista. Like, Rey Mysterio and Batista had a really great tag team. Can Batista and Chris Jericho have a really great tag team? I guess that will be really an unanswered question for the rest of time because I don't think Batista or Chris Jericho ever tagged up with each other. Unless if it's some type of lost media where they did, but I doubt it. But, yes, guys, we got 4 minutes left of the stream, so if anybody would like to ask me some more questions before the stream ends, please ask me some more questions. I would appreciate that. So if anybody has any more questions for me, please ask some more questions. We got about 3 minutes left. Chris Jericho and Big Show were a team. Yes, Chris Jericho and Big Show were a team. They were pretty good too. But I'm talking about Batista and Chris Jericho. I don't think Batista and Chris Jericho ever tagged up as a team. I don't think that ever happened. And you know what? Like I said earlier, that's crazy because I had a dream about Chris Jericho and Batista returning to WWE. Like I said, I'm 100% sure that Chris Jericho is returning at the Royal Rumble. But as for Batista, he's completely retired from wrestling. But I can see him coming back for an on-screen appearance at some point in the future. But yeah, does anybody have any more questions? Chris Jericho and Batista would be a crazy team. I know that it would be a crazy team. You know what's like I said, I had a random dream last night about Chris Jericho and Batista. Why I had a dream about Chris Jericho and Batista, I have no fucking idea. But you know what? That's a pretty crazy. Guess this is a horror movie. Did you see reports that Kevin Owens wants to form a tag? Yes, I did see that. Yes. You know what? I think that's a pretty interesting idea. I would like to see that. Because I know that Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins were doing a tag team in 2020, 2021, and then they canceled it. But I would love for Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens to be a tag team again. I think it would be a really cool idea. Kevin Owens says he wants to do it for fun as friends. But Seth Rollins is going to need some friends if he's going to go up against the Vision alone. So Kevin Owens could be that ally whenever Kevin Owens returns, which I don't think is anytime soon. Anytime soon because he's legitimately injured and he needs to take his neck injury seriously. Guess this horror movie. The horror movie is Pet Sematary. The horror movie is Pet Sematary. 2020, City Nation Dog, 2022. Okay, 2022. Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens need to be a tag team champions because Seth Rollins needs to take a break from the main roster scene. I do agree with that. Alright, well, thank you everybody for joining the stream. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I'm going to be ending this stream in about 30 seconds, so I hope everybody enjoyed the Q&A live stream. My next live stream is going to be a gaming stream. I don't know what game I will be playing yet. It's either going to be WWE 2K25 or Dead by Daylight. So keep an eye out for when my next stream is coming out. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to comment and enjoy the live stream. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.